guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Siobhan, and in today's video we are going to be doing this purple smoked out extra glittery makeup look. So if you do like the way that this looks, then please keep on watching. I've already gone ahead and done my eyebrows off camera. I am going to go ahead and prime my eyelids, and I'm going to take the Focus and Fix eye primer from Revolution. I am going to go ahead and apply this all over my eyelid. Just going to blend that in with my finger. So I'm now going to go in to my Pore palette by Jolie Beauty. And I am going to go into the shade Nadia, which is this deep purple shade just here. And I'm going to take that on a flat brush like so. I'm just going to stamp that on the outer edge of my eye. Just like so. And I am going to take it a little bit higher than my crease. And as you can see, I'm just wiggling the brush as I find it easier to blend. The edges out when I wiggle the brush. And because I'm doing a winged out, I am bringing it slightly more out on the edge. I am now going to take a angled fluffy brush, and I am going to go into the shade Jeffrey, which is this nice pink shade here. I'm going to go in little amounts at a time. And we're just going to start off with the outer bit, and I'm going 50-50. And I'm barely touching my skin. Just like so. And I'm going to take that right across the lid. Just like so, and I'm going to keep on going until I feel happy with the colour payoff. So that I'm happy with how that bit looks, I am going to go back in with the shade Nadia and just go over. I'm going to keep going, like I said, until I'm happy with how it looks. And then go back in with the shade Jeffrey. I'm now going to take a clean, fluffy brush. I'm going to go into the shade Steven ever so slightly, which is the light pink, just underneath the shade Jeffrey, and I'm going to go on the outer part of that pink. This is just to help diffuse the pink a little bit better. I'm now going to take my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, and I am going to cut my crease with this. So I'm just applying a little bit at the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take a flat brush, just like so. I'm just going to cut the crease. I'm just making sure this is absolutely perfect before I carry on. So now that that's done and I feel happy with it, I am going to go into the shade Cara, which is the light purple shade, so this shade here. I'm going to apply that where I just applied that concealer. So I'm just like lightly tapping it on where that cut crease is. Everywhere I've applied that concealer, I'm just tapping it on there and making sure it's all covered nicely. Just like so. I am going to now go back into that shade Nadia. I'm just going to apply that on the outer part just to blend it together. And we're going to blend it together very like easy, just like so. And then I am going to go in with the shade Jeffrey just next to it. Just so it's nice and blended, just like so. So now that I've done that, I am going to go and take a little bit more of my eye primer. And this is just going to act as a glue. And we're just going to pack that all on just like so. So just on top of that purple shade that I've just applied, I'm just stamping a little bit of that primer on. And I am going to take a little bit of duo eyelash glue. Just a little bit, just like so. And I'm going to just wait for that to get a little bit tacky. And then I'm going to go in with some loose glitter. I'm going to take that on a clean, fluffy brush. And we're just going to stamp that. On top of where we just applied that glue. Just like so. And I am going to go in and I'm just going to buff away any edges that it's made. I'm going to go in with the shade Nadia and go along that edge just like so, and then in with that Jeffrey shade again, just to make sure that it's all blended and diffused together. And then a little bit in with Steven, just on the edges. I'm now going to go into the shade Expression, which is in the Jolie palette, and it is the purple shade. I'm just going to lightly go over so there's like reflections of purple. Just like so. So I'm now going to go off camera and I'm going to repeat the same steps on the other eye. I'm also going to apply some eyelashes, and they are the Primark lashes in the not the shade, the style Sultry. So I will be back. My face, and I am going to take my Revolution Pore and Blur primer. And I'm just going to apply this into my T-zone, and then I'm going to buff it out to the rest of my face. So the T-zone is done, and I'm just going to get it right across the rest of my face. I'm now going to go in with my Rimmel London 25 Hour Wear foundation in the shade 100, which is Ivory. I'm just going to apply this. On my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my chin. I'm just going to buff that out with my foundation brush. Just like so. I'm going to bring it down my neck as well. This foundation is a full coverage, which is perfect if you've got any blemishes or, you know, redness. Like, it will cover this up. Well, it covers my redness up anyway. I'm now going to take my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1, and I am just going to apply that under my eyes. On my chin. My cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, and of course my forehead. And then I'm just going to blend that in with the same brush again. And that's just to make sure it's all blended in nicely together. So I'm just going to blend that out. Just like so. So just making sure that was all blended in properly. I'm now going to take another concealer and define concealer from Revolution, but this is in the shade C13, and I am going to contour with this. And I am going to take a different brush. I'm going to take more of a angled fluffy brush. And we're just going to blend that out just like so. I'm going to change that brush because it does not feel nice. I'm going to take more of a tapered brush. So I'm just making sure that's all blended in properly. I'm now going to bake under my eyes with the Luxury powder by Revolution. This is in the shade Banana. I'm going to take that on a more stiff brush. And just applying that under my eyes, because that's the only place where I need to bake right now. I'm now going to go ahead and repeat what I did at the top on the bottom. So I'm going to take the shade Nadia, and we're going to press that into the lash line. Just like so. You almost want to like join them together at the corner. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Jeffrey, and I'm going to very lightly do this. I'm just going to blend that again, just like so. Make sure that's all diffused nicely. And then I'm going to blend all of that out with the shade Steven. And that's just so there is no harsh lines. Just like so. I am now going to take my big fluffy brush and I am going to go in with my Revolution Pro compact pressed powder in the shade Translucent. This is the new neutral powder. And we are just going to buff away that baking powder and go over the rest of my face. Going to apply a little bit of this under the eye just to brighten that up a little so it's not so yellow. Just like so. I'm now going to go in with my new bronzer, and this is from the Body Shop. And this is in the shade Medium Matte. It looks like this. I'm going to take that on a angled brush. And I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks and everywhere I applied the cream contour. It's just going to add a bit more colour to my face. What I am going to do now is I am going to buff away that white powder. I am going in a little bit with that bronzer that I've just used. Just so it all blends together nicely. I'm going to apply a little bit more of that bronzer because I do feel like it's now gone. Right, so now that that is done, I am going to go in with my Olivia Hale blusher, and this is in the shade Cotton Candy. When I eventually open it, I always struggle to open packaging. There we go. I'm just going to take that on a nice fluffy brush. I'm going to apply a little bit onto my nose, my chin and my forehead, just so it all blends together nicely. I'm now going to go in with my MUA highlighter, and this is in the shade Pink Shimmer. I'm just going to take that on a fluffy fan brush. What I am going to do is I'm going to get some highlighter on this brush actually. I'm going to spray it with my Glow Fix setting powder. I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to apply some to my brow bone. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to apply some into the corners of my eye. I'm now going to take my Barry M kohl pencil in the shade White. I'm just going to go into my waterline with that. Just like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply another coat of mascara on my bottom lashes. Before doing my lips. Eyelashes always pop off me. Right, so now I am going to go ahead and do my lips. And I'm going to go in with the Revolution lipstick in the shade Chauffer. And then I'm going to go over that with the Soph Does Nails lipstick in the shade Cake. And it's just going to darken it up a little bit. And then finally I am going to go in with my e.l.f. Jellupop Juicy Gloss. And then I'm going to spray my face. So you guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I keep a photograph